Substance use disorder is a major, major problem all throughout the world. It hurts, it's painful. We're losing our people, there's traumatic grief associated with it. And we know that we have treatment centers where we can take our loved ones to, but they're not really super effective. And they're not effective for the one reason I'm going to share with you today. They're not effective because they don't help people to reestablish a good, a good sound metabolism. So how do you find out what your metabolism is doing? How does it function? Is it fast? Is it slow? Is it serving you? Is it going to provide you enough energy? How about enough digestion? What about the gut-brain axis, right? You need to have a good flow between the gut and the brain in order to be able to make and move neurotransmitters so that you don't have mental health issues, co-occurring issues of mental health and substance use disorder. Well, the government has again changed the name from chemical dependency to addiction to disease. They've changed it many times. Now it's substance use disorder. Having just completed a degree in psychology and a ChemDep counselor program, as well as an internship at a methadone clinic and an intensive outpatient, I got to see quite a lot in addition to losing my 24-year-old son 4+ years ago to an opioid disorder that began with prescription opiates following a clavicle break. And I'm here to say that metabolism is the number one reason behind why we are not serving people properly with substance use disorder. I'm going to go into a lot more detail about this. If you want to follow me, subscribe. And also, if you want to really start to take some action, you can order your HTMA and consult. It's $250, which is extremely reasonable. What that's going to provide you with is an ability to see how you are metabolizing, if it's fast, if it's slow, if it's a subtype, one of the 4 different types that we have. What exact elements? There are 4 macro elements: calcium, magnesium, sodium, and potassium. These have everything to do with identifying whether or not you don't feel like you want to be here and be alive, whether or not you have ideation that is going to cause, harm to yourself, inevitably in many different ways. Why you have depression, why you don't have good function with your digestion. All of these are interrelated, so it's not just one thing. Your metabolism runs everything, and it's so important, it's so crucial. It's going to be, in my thoughts and opinions, the number one reason why we are failing people that go into chemical dependency treatment centers. It's not being handled, it's not being addressed. We're not even dealing with amino acids. So what we're doing is we're starting to see more and more that the chemical dependency options that we offer people are absolutely frivolous and they don't work, and it's in and out of the door all the time with a different kind of a program or a different treatment or a different drug. We're not addressing the root cause. We should have learned by now, based on what we know from the medical industry, that you can't just drug people, you can't just cut it out, the bad body parts. You've got to address what is the actual underlying problem. Now, I went after this with absolute veracity, just looking and looking and looking. While my son was alive during those 4 horrific years, I went back to school at age 60. I'm now 63 and got an honors psychology degree with honors. And like I said, a chemical dependency counselor program. But I was still quite dismayed because I thought, why are we still serving people soft drinks and prepared ultra-processed foods? And we're wondering why people aren't recovering, because we're not really addressing the root cause. We need to address the metabolism. Now, one final thought before I leave, because I'm going to make this extremely short, because I know people don't have the attention span or the desire to watch a ton of stuff about substance use disorder. And also, frankly, I'm kind of nervous. I haven't been back on my channel for quite a while since my son died with, some spotty here and there. That what's being called by Millennium Health and many other places that do urinary drug screens, UDS, as the 4th wave is this high probability that we're starting to see more and more people that do come in for addiction treatment, that do come in for substance use disorder, coming in saying that they're using both methamphetamine, a stimulant, as well as they're also using fentanyl, which is a sedating, numbing, right? A drug that takes you in, ideally would put you into a state of sleep, but it doesn't do that for some people because of their metabolism. And I'm going to be sharing that. I'm going to be putting that in another new forthcoming book. I haven't been writing for a while because I've been in traumatic grief. But anyway, here I am looking rough as hell, and I don't really care. But at least I'm pulling up and my health is getting better and better and better. I'm reducing my thyroid nodules, which grew from the stress, and increasing my energy, increasing my skin, increasing my vibrance, my hair. At 63, I don't dye my hair. So I'm here to share with you. I will put it in the link down below. The HTMA profile number 2 and the consult, $250. It's all done by mail. We cannot take any orders from the state of New York because New York has a prohibitive um, policy that they don't allow any on-demand labs. None of the labs that I offer, and I have thousands of, at least hundreds, maybe thousands of different kinds of tests that I can offer. If there's co-occurring mental health issues, you also want to order the cryptopyrrole test. That'll be directly from DHA Labs. So both of those are on my website. I'm going to put the links down below. Try to keep this at 5 minutes. Anyway, let me know that you're here. Let me know you're back with me. I'm going to try to come back, get things going again. I was a little miffed at losing 8 of my videos because YouTube took them off for medical misinformation. Anyway, I'm here, I'm in good form, and I'm back to help you and serve you, and I can do that better if you get started with the testing so we can figure out what you need exactly. Then you can also work with your doctor in conjunction with that. Don't expect them to understand it. Thank you so much, and have a great day. I'll be back.